With the majority of the winter season anime finished, it's time for a new season of anime to come out, and in today's video I'll go over some of the mini-series I'll be checking out this spring. And first off, I'd like to say, Gintama is back, bitches! Hell yeah, the king of comedy has returned to its throne. Now if you can't tell, I am hyped for the return of Gintama, as it's one of my all-time favorites, as I explained in my 500 subscriber special. Now I really do hope this season of Gintama gets over 100 episodes and covers the latest arc in the series, as it has to be one of the longest and probably the most badass arc this series has had. But even if it doesn't, though I still have my fingers crossed, it's still most likely going to be one of my favorite series of the season, though it does have some competition. What might be this competition, you may ask? Well, it's motherfucking! As if 2015 couldn't get any better with the return of Gintama and the announcement of Monster Musume and One Punch Man getting an anime series, we also get the world's greatest thief back in blue with another anime series. And while I'm super hyped for this series, there's practically no information about this series. I mean, like, for real, there's no listing on the series length, when it's actually going to air, and hell, it doesn't even have a PV out. All we have are these two pictures. Two fucking pictures. Come on, man, I need more than that. And yet we're so close to the beginning of the spring season, but looking on the bright side, at least it will be a surprise when it comes out. You can already imagine a lot of Lupin fans, myself included, crying out when they see the first episode of this series. But now that we got the two series I'm most hyped for out of the way, it's time to run down the list of the various other series I'm going to check out this spring. And first off, we have Blockade Battlefront. Try saying that 3 times fast. Blockade Battlefront, blah blah blah. Fuck. Now I'm really looking forward to this series, as we got a good studio working on it, being Bones, and the series is actually an adaptation from a manga done by the creator of Trigun, a personal favorite of mine. And I've been really meaning to check out the series for a while now. However, no offense to Yashiro Naito, but from my experience with Trigun and Trigun Maximum, a lot of his action scenes are pretty hard to follow. So an anime is a pretty good way for me to start this series. Next up, we have Shokugeki no Soma, a series about cooking. Hot-blooded cooking and boobs. Can't forget the boobs. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to check out this series because it has two of my favorite things: delicious food and boobs. Don't judge me. But honestly, this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And who knows, it might get me to start the manga, which I've been planning to read for a while now. But while we have boobs in our mind, might as well talk about the next series I'm going to watch, which is Triga X, an adaptation for a manga done by the creator of High School of the Dead.
Very nice. High five.
Continuing on, we have the series called My Love Story. And while it might not be a series about my actual story of romance, it might as well be, because the main character is a giant scary looking guy with a kind heart. I haven't watched this series yet, but I can already feel the manly feels. Honestly, I wasn't going to check out this series since it sounded like a typical shoujo romance comedy. However, its interesting and sadly relatable male lead intrigued me. Plus, he sorta looks like Golgo 13, so there's that too. Up next, we have a series I actually just put on my watch list for the season, which is Itto Tama, which I initially ignored based off its cutesy art style. However, I read the summary and watched the trailer and it looked pretty interesting, which is about a cat girl wanting to be a part of the Chinese zodiac, which if anyone knows the story of the zodiac, the cat would have been a part of it if it wasn't tricked by the rat. And seeing an anime that addresses this I found pretty cool. Plus the trailer did have some action in it, so maybe the cat got its revenge. Up next on my to watch list for the season is Punchline, a series that for the longest time I never really had any idea what it was supposed to be about. All we had was a picture which seemed interesting enough, along with it being a comedy. However, after a trailer that was released a month ago, it really got my attention with its cool visuals and its interesting tagline being, "Panties will end the world." Oh Japan, you motherfuckers and your panties. Lastly, for the TV series I'll be checking out for this spring, we have the heroic legend of Arslan, which actually didn't grab my attention until I realized it's slightly based off a Persian story and the fact that the main character has a falcon, which is always a plus for me. Now we move on to the ONA and short series I'll be checking out this season, which sadly includes Ninja Slayer the Animation, the newest work by Studio Trigger, which is actually going to be an ONA series instead of a full TV series. Though hopefully it is weekly since it looks absolutely badass. Finally, we have the two short series I'll be checking out, Mazinger Girl Z Plus and Season 2 of a mouthful of a title, I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying, which I'm checking out since I like both of their first seasons. And that is all I'm checking out for this spring season. I might add or drop some things on the list, but once everything here has an episode out, or at least all the TV series come out, I'll make a first impressions video. Till then, look forward to my upcoming late 600 subscriber special, as well in the comment section tell me what series you're planning on checking out this season. And with that, as always, I am Mr. Falcon Punch 996. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you haven't done any of that yet, you will be Falcon Punch in the face, so you better do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.